Aloha kako, another explanation. Commonly mistakes are made is really the question of when do we use a versus when do we use ame. And of course, and that's because in English they generally have this idea of and, when you join two ideas. So the first thing to remember, real simply, is that a is used whenever really you're connecting really two pepeke. Yeah, two ideas are being connected. This would be the usual conjunction as you would think of in English. So if we look at the first example, o'oi, you, and if you follow what's being connected to you, o'wao. Yeah, and you notice this is followed by a okina o, which represents a pepeke aike o, and then the word pepeke. Hei akeia a he'ilio kela. This is an example where you actually have two sentences connecting one another. And you notice what's followed after the a is the he, or pepeke aike he. Another example, waku ahoiaku oya ikahale. Likewise, waku, that's a regular sentence. But this a here is functioning to connect a second expression. You notice that will be another pepeke paino. This is actually another verb expression. So whenever you connect two verbs, you can quickly see it's a. Yeah. Nui a ikaika. Yeah. And the next one, okahi'a. That's one sentence. A elua puhi a kaipo. That's another sentence. So again, you can clearly see how the a is used really to whenever you attach a second, and that's why you notice with pepeke. So whether it's a he, an o, and pepeke painu, that and idea of and is really representing this a full sentence or poem. Sometimes in Abe, but especially when it's being used like a Kalalia Kulana. But again, now the Ame is pretty simple also. If you really understand that Ame, and the key word is the word me here. And if you remember what a me is actually an ami. Yeah, it's a connector, and of course it expresses the idea of with. So when it has the idea of with, what you'll find, you'll have some kind of thing. That's why the word memea is used. It's going to connect and a thing. Yeah, some kind of thing. Yeah. For example, we look here, the first one. Lei ame nani. Now you look at nani here, what is being connected is lei along with, maybe it's another word to kind of think of, along with nani. Now you notice, nani is not marked with an O. This is not a pepeke painu or a pepeke aike o or a pepeke he or some kind of pepeke. It's just a thing. So ole ame nani, lay along with nani. Ikiwao ielua ia ame, and you notice along with what? Along with, and the idea ekolumai'a, that this is actually a thing. Yeah, 3 bananas. Kumu, along with whom? Kumu, that's a thing. Maikaika au ana, yeah. Swimming was good. Along with what? Kahe'enalu ana. Now we must remember this kia. Yeah, when we transform, you notice this marker ka. This is also a thing. Now, things to remember, especially with pronouns, when we say with me, mea'u. With you, me'oi. With him or her, me'a. Those are also things. Yeah, they're pronouns. If it's a name, yeah, me kimo, me nani, and so forth. So let's look at some examples. So if I had something like beautiful and smart, yeah, maybe, Keala. What about Keala? Is Beautiful. And smart. Now, the first thing to remember when you see smart here, you got to ask yourself, is that a thing? It's not saying as it and intelligence, for example, which is a thing, but smart. So, like the usual sentence, yeah, beautiful, yeah, wanani. And I'm going to tag on this and smart. And so I got to ask my question, is it a or me? And what you quickly figure out, oh, akamai, if you look at that, is akamai a thing? No, akamai is actually a painu. That's like the second po'o in the sentence. Yeah, or kiala. Now let's look at an example of an and in which you're joining something else. So if I had kiala and the dog are smart. Now you notice this and, what is following this and? Is it a thing? And you quickly say, aha, yeah, the dog is a thing. So smart, wakamai, o keala. And this expression and, we would realize it would be ame. Again, the kind of sense of saying along with what? So that's the question, along with what? And what, of course, is a word that marks a thing. So anytime I have to answer that question along with what, I know it's going to be ame. Ame kahilyo. Yeah. She ran and laughed. Yeah, ran and laughed. Now look at the word and laughed. Laughed is a verb. Yeah. I saw them talking and laughing. Yeah, I saw them, or ikibao yalako, yeah, talking. Yeah. E ʻŌlelo ana. But look at the idea. Along with laughing, can I say that? Along with laughing, aha. So it's not going to be but me. Yeah, look at the idea. Talking and laughing. Talking and laughing. And you might say, oh, but laughing is a verb. But let's look at it closely. Talking, but this idea of and laughing, can I explain by saying along with? And you will quickly see, yeah. So this laughing, in fact, is not aka, but ka aka ana. Remember the kia? So me ka aka ana would be actually correct. If I said something was red and yellow, red, ula ula, and yellow. Well, look at that. Yeah, it's just would be mele mele. Now, if I'm talking about the color red along with the color yellow, what you see, in fact, now you look at when you have the word ka ula ula, it doesn't mean something is red. It means the actual color red. Along with, along with yellow, ame. And look at the difference. What's followed here? Ka mele mele. So just to look at these two examples, what you see is, this is where the difference or a lot of mistakes occur, is that these are two different expressions. You notice the first one, this is actually the ano, to be the color red, and to be the color yellow. In the bottom one, it's actually not the color, it's the actual color, ka ula ula. That's a noun. And you notice how do you know a kikino? Every kikino has a kai. So in this one, you notice that what's followed Yeah, this one doesn't have a car. This is a thing, therefore the expression of along with. Okay, with that, go get them. Aloha.